Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to this week's edition of RN Champions. I'm your host, Rodney GB Clements, and with me today I have Jessica Rodrigues from Houston, Texas. Welcome to the program, Miss Jessica. How are you today? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, Rodney. How are you?
Excellent.
I'm actually from Montreal, Canada, and I've been travel nursing for a bit and ended up in Houston, Texas. Right now, let's see, I've had about close to 20 years nursing experience, and currently I'm in the float positions in two of Houston's biggest hospital systems.
And yes, Jessica, I was saying that I worked in Houston at a trauma center, and I know that facility, Ben Taub, is world-renowned and very busy. Do you have any experience with that, or what are you doing in Houston now exactly?
So I'm on the float team in both of those systems, and I see a bit of everything. It's mostly med surge, but we do get, some of the different SNF units, rehab, psych, a little bit of everything, really.
Wow, so you float to all those different places within the hospital?
Yeah.
That's great. And you were saying you are Canadian, is that right? How did you end up in the United States? It looks like you've traveled all over the country working in different places. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So let's see. I started nursing in Montreal at one of the major trauma centers, and I nearly almost quit because the culture shock when you graduate into nursing is a little bit difficult sometimes. So I ended up switching out to general surgery and had a much better team support me there. And over time, I was like, I really wanted to get into nursing because it just seemed like a good way to different parts of the country and, make some extra money as well. So I started in Florida. That was my first travel assignment. And I really enjoyed, new unit, different colors, things like that. And then I just kept going, and I've been to New York and California. And then during COVID, ended up in the Houston Medical Center, and I really, really liked it. So I ended up staying for now. And this is basically what's going on for the last, it's been about 2 years.
Great. Well, you have a story that a lot of nurses would like to do. People talk about traveling. Traveling's been big for years. COVID was a monkey wrench in everything. But for people that are considering nursing as a profession, or maybe other nurses, is there anything that you would recommend or give advice, or any thoughts on that? Just, the whole nursing community is evolving tremendously. But what are your thoughts on any of that?
Do you mean on travel nursing?
Sure, just your experiences in general for, maybe nurses are thinking about doing traveling, maybe the pros and cons, or, what you've really gotten out of it, what's really made you who you are now as a nurse, something along those
lines. Well, I would have to say that a lot of people enjoy traveling and a lot of people don't. And nursing is so versatile that, you can go in any direction once you get your degree and your license. It doesn't have to be at the bedside. It doesn't have to be, behind a desk. It really is one of those things where I find that once you find your just completely excel. So for me, I think traveling, the drive was that I just wanted to see where I could see and work as well. I think not giving up, because that kind of, a lot of people I know get intimidated by the idea, and I don't have any regrets. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work to get there. It's a lot of paperwork to get there, but it's definitely worth it.
That's great, Jessica. Well, we love to profile some nurses like yourself that are out there really doing some amazing things, helping people. It takes a special personality to be a nurse, and we're trying to spread these stories around. Is there anything else that you'd want to say or add to anything to anybody that might be watching?
I think really the biggest thing is, get a good support system. Don't give up. I know a lot of people that I went to school with didn't make it through because, something just kind of
Mm,
intimidated them, or, whatever it was. It's really one of those things where if you have a good support system, keep at it, put in the work, you should be good. But it's not easy. I can't, but it's worth it.
yeah, that's great, Jessica. Well, I really appreciate you joining this edition of RN Champions. If you want to see more about Jessica, you can go to dailynewsnetwork.com. We'll be putting out a link to this, and it was very nice to speak with you, Miss Jessica. You can reach out to me anytime, and have a great day. And thanks again for watching this week's episode of RN Champions.